From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania, WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, July 26th, 2016. I'm Ann Gownley. Last night, Hazleton City Police responded to the report of an alleged shooting. Hazleton City Police arrived at the 1000 block of North Manhattan Court and 21st Street around 10 p.m. last night. Upon arrival, police discovered that gunfire had been exchanged between two males, both who sustained non-life-threatening wounds. Both males were taken to a hospital and then transported to trauma hospitals. The shooting occurred from a sale of a video game system and an attempted armed robbery. At this time, the investigation is still ongoing. If anyone has any information, they're asked to call Hazleton City Police at 570-459-4940. Hazleton police were busy today conducting a warrant roundup in the city. A total of 18 people were arrested on warrants, and Chief of Police Jerry Speziale says they will continue to vigorously pursue those who are wanted by police. Chief Speziale says officers took to the streets during their shifts with investigative packages of the fugitives and their locations.
As you know, the mayor has made a number of statements about people that are wanted or the criminal element not being welcome here in the city of Hazleton. He has directed me to conduct offensives, and that's exactly what was done here. We conducted a warrant offensive to hunt down fugitives, regardless of what the crime was. If you are a fugitive from justice, you are going to be pursued vigorously by the men and women of the Hazleton Police Department and our counterparts in other jurisdictions.
According to police, they have a new system that assists in accurately locating the individuals regardless of an address change.
If you're here today and move tomorrow, I know where you are. And it doesn't matter if you move to Alaska. And the system is so advanced and so high-tech that regardless of you changing a name, regardless of you using a fake date of birth, Social Security, you can do anything you want. We are going to catch you.
Mayor Cassatt says they will continue to use this new device to identify those with outstanding warrants and actively pursue them.
It was something that we always looked forward, said we were going to do, is we were going to be more aggressive and we were going to be proactive. And this was one of the things that I had the guys working on for a couple of weeks now, that we want to start doing warrant roundups. We have 13, 14 binders full of outstanding warrants, and it's time to go collect. So we're going to go after the ones that are available to the department to do.
Of course, anyone with information on someone with an outstanding warrant can contact the Hazleton Police Department at 570-459-4940 or their local police department. Yesterday's storm left a lot of damage in its path, including a tree in McAdoo. The high winds knocked down this tree and several power lines in the area of North Hancock Street in McAdoo sometime after 4 o'clock yesterday. Officials had to block the road off with cones to make sure no one got hurt on the wet electricity wires. There is no word on when the tree will be removed and when the power lines will be repaired. A man's body was found floating around 7 to 8 feet off the shore in Penn Lake Borough this morning. According to Whitehaven Police, the body of 37-year-old David Young of Wilkes-Barre was found by a construction crew who was working on a home in the area, and they dialed 911. Chief of Police Thomas Zook said they are still trying to determine how Young died. Young was pulled from the water around 11:30 this morning after police collected evidence in the area, and should be a case of criminal investigation, and that's why they waited to pull the body. An autopsy will be performed on Young's body tomorrow to determine the exact cause of death. The Hazleton City Authority issued a check to the City of Hazleton to help reduce its budget deficit. HCA board members presented the $214,000 check yesterday to Mayor Jeff Cassatt and Hazleton City Council President Jack Mundy. The advance payment from the authority will be distributed through monthly installments from now until the end of 2016. The money will reduce the city's current budget deficit of $856,000. The check that was handed in on Monday was an advance of an authority payment that was due in 2025. The funding came from the HCA's operating budget. Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump will be back in Pennsylvania tomorrow as the Democratic National Convention continues this week in Philadelphia. Trump's town hall rally in Scranton is expected to begin at 3 p.m. at the Lackawanna College Student Union Gymnasium on Jefferson Avenue. The doors to the event will be open to the public beginning at 12 noon. Those interested in attending can still reserve up to 2 tickets per person online at donaldjtrump.com. Well, today many gathered to say goodbye to their family member, friend, and co-worker, Officer Christopher Mules. 25-year-old Mules was laid to rest this morning after dying last week when he and inmate Timothy Gillum got into a scuffle and the pair fell down an elevator shaft at the Luzerne County Prison. Mules' funeral was held today at Wyoming Valley West High School in Plymouth. An honor guard assembled in front of the school as mourners arrived for the funeral. Officer Mules was laid to rest at St. Mary's Cemetery in Hanover Township. Well, it's time now for a first look at our forecast. Another hot and humid day in northeastern Pennsylvania, but it seems like all we can expect is rain near the end of the week. Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is in the Weather Center with all those details. Joe, what can we expect?
Yeah, another relatively hot day across our area today. Still not completely done with the hot weather. We still have a little bit of some more time to enjoy it if, in fact, you do like this type of weather. After that, we got a cool down in our forecast as well as some showers and thunderstorms. I'll explain when with the 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Ann?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, the Democratic National Convention continued today and tonight, and WYLN's Aaron Harvey. We'll have more from our very own Mike Moran, who is in Philadelphia for the convention. Plus, the Hazleton area is preparing for downtown Hazleton's first Friday in August. Find out what you can expect coming up. More news, weather, and sports with Mike Gilbert is coming your way only on WYLN. Stay tuned.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Downley, video journalists Mike Lula and Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Gary Perna, Abby Piskel, and Aaron Harvey. Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and John Eric Poli, and weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio coming soon. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still, definitely the best.
It's time to say thank you to our customers. Harry's U-Pull-It is having a 25th Anniversary Customer Appreciation Day celebration. Join us Saturday, July 30th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Receive 25% off a $100 purchase or more. The first 25 to junk your vehicle at Harry's will receive an additional $25 back on your deal and some great giveaways. And did we mention there's going to be music, fun, and food all day long and a fun Wreck Your Ex competition. So come to Harry's U-Pull-It in West Hazleton. Junk your vehicle, wreck your ex, and possibly walk away with some great prizes.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tournapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
Today is the second day of the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia. WYLN's operations manager Mike Moran is in Philadelphia. This is Moran's fourth national convention that he has worked and usually does audio for various sporting events at the Wells Fargo Center, such as Flyers and Sixers games. Working audio for an event like this is much different than working it for a sporting event.
On a normal day doing audio for a sporting event in the Wells Fargo Center, we'll come in about 6 hours before the event and bring a truck in and set all the cameras up and all the audio up, and we'll be able to do a game. This event, the convention, they've been working for the last 3 weeks to set this up. It's a lot different than a sporting event because there are a lot of areas that are closed off. More wire, more fiber optic cable is being laid in the area here. There are compounds that are shut off to the public.
Moran is actually working outside the Wells Fargo Center with several hundred other people.
I'm working for NBC, and we're located in a compound outside of the arena. Of course, there are cameras inside. All of the talent is inside, the anchors and the people that are interviewing. But we're outside as a technical crew controlling everything from a truck out in the parking lot. And there are, as I said, lots of wires and fiber optic cables that go into the building. As far as the crew is concerned, there are hundreds of people just working in my area at NBC. And you'll see some pictures of the people that are working. It takes a large support crew to put on a show like this, put on an event. And it's amazing to be part of it.
Despite the large number of protests happening in Philadelphia, everyone at the convention is very safe due to the tight security.
As far as security is concerned, we have several checkpoints to go through. They've closed off the entire area around the stadium. So when I come in the morning, I have to have specific credentials that will get me into different areas. And with my credentials, I can go into the building, the Wells Fargo Center, to work on equipment or to fix problems. But my main area is outside. The checkpoints, they do check for metal. The Secret Service is here, State Police is here, Homeland Security is here, TSA is here. So we feel quite secure in the compound.
I just want to thank Mike Moran for that behind-the-scenes view, something that we don't get to see every day. And President Obama is set to speak at the convention tomorrow, along with Vice President Joe Biden. Well, also, coming up next, we have Joe Garbacik with a full look at our forecast. Plus, we want to tell you about a big event that happens every year, the Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival, and that's coming up this August. Stay tuned. More news, including sports, is coming your way only on WYLN.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Well, another very hot and sticky day across northeastern PA today, and we still have some more time of this weather if you like it like this, and then a little bit of a cool down in our forecast. Also got some showers and thunderstorms to talk about as well. A little bit of a breeze out here, but really that breeze does no justice from the summertime heat. All right, on to the numbers for the day, and we continue to remain in the 80s up there. And a little bit of that breeze out there, but it really doesn't give us any type of relief from the heat. One thing though, as you walk outside today, the humidity levels have dropped at least just a tad bit compared to what we have seen out there. And since the midnight hour, about 0.02 of an inch. That's about it. So it's been dry for the most part today. And again, those winds, just a little bit of a breeze from time to time. That's about it. Temperature-wise, how we did today, well, not quite as hot as yesterday, but still, we can still call it hot. 84 and 64 for the morning low, and the wind gusts coming in at just about 20 miles per hour. Throughout the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, many areas still in the 90s. 94 in Williamsport, 89 Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport, 89 in Allentown, 87 in State College, 86 in Pittsburgh, a little bit cooler as you head toward the northwest, mid to upper 70s in Erie and Bradford. And again, those sustained winds, you get a little bit of a breeze out there from time to time, and you could feel it, but it's almost like it's kind of like blowing hot air, if you will. You don't get any kind of justice from the breeze when it happens to be this hot across our area. So when are we going to see a break from this heat? We'll see it as we start going into the weekend and going into next week. But tomorrow we still got temperature. The next couple of days we're still going to be well into the 80s. Some areas could be near 90 yet through Thursday. Here will be about 83, lots of sunshine for tomorrow, Thursday about 85. And then some showers and thunderstorms come into play for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, it's not going to be a complete washout. Keep that in mind. Much of the time will be rain-free. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds. Keep the umbrella handy, though, if you're doing anything outdoors, because you will need it from time to time, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Still in the 80s for Friday. Still in the 80s for Saturday. We get just about to 80 degrees as we go into our Sunday, and then early next week a little bit more refreshing air comes back into play. We should be up into the mid to upper 70s to near 80 degrees, but we still got some muggy nights ahead. For the most part, we're going to be dropping down into the 60s. Stick around, we'll have a lot more for you coming up after the break.
Visit the Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau website at tourinapa.com for the listings of the many events you will find in Luzerne County. From wine festivals, hill climbs, tomato and kielbasa festivals, you will find it all in Luzerne County. Luzerne County was named the best outdoors destination in Pennsylvania by the official Best in PA website. The Luzerne County Convention and Visitors Bureau will help you relax, relive history, and marvel at the area's stunning natural beauty. Luzerne County, you'll find it right here in Northeast PA.
It's time to say thank you to our customers. Harry's U-Pullet is having a 25th Anniversary Customer Appreciation Day celebration. Join us Saturday, July 30th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Receive 25% off a $100 purchase or more. The first 25 to junk your vehicle at Harry's will receive an additional $25 back on your deal. And some great giveaways. And did we mention there's going to be music, fun, and food all day long. And a fun Wreck Your Ex competition. So come to Harry's U-Pullet in West Hazleton. Junk your vehicle, wreck your ex, and possibly walk away with some great prizes.
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
Once again, the Hazleton area is preparing for downtown Hazleton's First Friday. First Friday will be held on Friday, August 5th, beginning at 10 a.m. with the weekly Downtown Hazleton Farmers Market. What may be one of the biggest happenings for the First Friday is the walking tour and wine tasting led by the Greater Hazleton Historical Society. The tour will begin and end at Memorial Park at the corner of North Church and Diamond Avenue and will feature several properties in the district to learn about the neighborhood's past. Check in for the tour will begin at 4:30 p.m. with the tour starting at 5:30. The cost of the tour is $10 per ticket and can be purchased on or before August 3rd, and any tickets sold after August 3rd are $15 per person. Other events in the lineup include the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce's annual Classic Car Cruise-In, art and photography exhibits, and an outdoor movie, and so much more. Well, it's almost time for the annual Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival. This week on Topic A, our Gary Perna is joined by members of the Hazleton Rotary Club to talk about the event that's coming up this August.
This is our 5th year that we're actually having the Wine and Beer Festival. This is my 2nd year that I will be involved with it. And we find that it's a great way to bring the community together and bring some of our local vendors together and just make it worthwhile to everybody involved.
Pat, how did this kind of get its start? How did Rotary kind of come up with this idea to, it's a very great day out for a lot of people in the area, and it's just a good fundraising event.
We started out small, and this is a big growth year for us because we added wine to the bill of fare, if you will, last year. When we started 5 years ago, the craft brewing craze was really catching on in northeastern Pennsylvania, and we went out and talked with a number of the craft vendors, the craft brewers, and asked them if they'd like to come and be vendors at our festival, and they said yes. And we talked to the Genettis, and we did it in their real nice garden in the back of the banquet hall. And the first year was good, the second year was better, and then in the third year, it really got good, and then we added wine last year because the wine industry, the vineyard and the small family wine industry in Pennsylvania really has taken off, and we realized that just having beer, we probably were only getting about half the crowd that we could attract, and adding wine brought a different audience. And we started out small. We have, I think, 2 times the number of wine vendors, wineries this year than we did last year. And we've expanded the venue. We're at the Hazel Township Babe Ruth Complex, and I'd really like to thank the leadership of the Babe Ruth organization and all they do for the community for their cooperation with us, and also the Hazel Township supervisors, because they're on board with us to help us take this to the next level. So
now WYLN has a chance for you to win tickets to this event. You must be 21 years or older to enter. All you have to do is call us at 570-459-1869, extension 1172, and leave your name and phone number, and we will pick your winners at random. The Wine and Beer Festival will be held at its new location at the Hazel Township Babe Ruth Field on Hazel Township Boulevard. Coming up next, Mike Gilbert is in for Eric DeBardinis with sports. Plus, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacic will have one final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
At Booty's Place, they're known for delicious homemade food at affordable prices. And now there's so much more, like an elevator for easy upstairs access and refurbished interior with an outdoor patio coming soon. To keep their food second to none, Chef Bobby is back. They're making their own fresh pasta, have a new state-of-the-art kitchen, and an updated menu. There are still old favorites like Grandma's Pizza, plus new dishes, all with fresh ingredients. Booty's Place, still, definitely the best.
The Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame added a Hazleton native to its ranks. Cubs manager Joe Maddon named to the Class of 2016 inductee list. Maddon declined induction in 2016 as the ceremony is held in Williamsport on October 22nd. That's not going to work for Joe. He said, quote, "Unfortunately, it will not be possible for me to commit to attending as I anticipate the Chicago Cubs, and I will be unusually busy at this time. Cubs to the World Series, quick, everyone check Bovada. Maddon will be considered for induction into the 2017 class." Phillies outfielder Aaron Alther in Allentown tonight on a rehab stint with the Iron Pigs. Last season, Alther began his career by hitting 7 consecutive extra base hits. The Landstuhl, Germany native has been out this season due to a wrist injury and began making rehab starts on July 8th. He's in the lineup tonight against Syracuse. You can see Alther and also help the Iron Pigs win the Esurance Home Field Advantage Award. Yes, there is such a thing. One minor league team in each league will be named winner of the title by having the highest percentage capacity of fans at the ballpark for the season. If the Iron Pigs or Rail Riders take home the distinction, the team will host a celebration for the hometown fans, that's us, in the first few weeks of the 2017 season. With training camp set to begin later this week, the last remaining free agents are signing on with teams. The Ravens inked former number 1 overall pick Jake Long to a contract, and ex-49er Anquan Boldin has agreed to terms with the Lions on a 1-year deal. Reggie Bush also closing in on an offer with the Bills. On the other hand, some free agents aren't worth the headache. That's what Washington believed when they decided not to sign troubled defensive end Greg Hardy today. Another D-end with some off-the-field issues, Randy Gregory, facing a 10-game suspension for, again, violating the league's substance abuse policy. The Cowboys are fearing their second-round draft pick from a year ago will not see the field this season. Amari Stoudemire retires a Knick. We'll have more on that at 10 o'clock. Coming up next, Joe Garbacik with one final look at the forecast.
Were you satisfied with your child's education this school year? Well, take a look at what Marian Catholic High School has to offer. Students are challenged academically, spiritually, morally, and physically. Excellent student-teacher ratio and a full array of clubs and activities. 90% of all grads continue on to higher education. A sound investment in your child's future. Affordable tuition and scholarships are available. Log on to our website or call today for a free tour.
Beach Mountain Lakes Restaurant and Lounge is open to the public Wednesday through Sunday. They offer great food and entertainment with a beautiful lake view from their 100-foot deck. Wednesday is crab leg night, Thursday is their burger bash, and Sunday is clam night. Check out their live entertainment every weekend.
Save the date, the 13th annual American Cancer Society Season of Hope Harley Quinn Gala, November 19th from 6 p.m. to 12 a.m. at Theodora's on Hunter Highway in Drums. For more information, call 570-459-1212.
I'm Gary Perna from WYLN News. It is so important for everyone to get out and volunteer in their community. Volunteering can make a difference like we're doing with the American Cancer Society. So please get out and volunteer.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget. Restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Alrighty, we got lots of sunshine. Next couple of days, still got to deal with the heat, some of that humidity as well. Wednesday into Thursday, and then Friday gets a little bit cooler going into Saturday. Some showers and thunderstorms will develop. It's not going to be a washout by all means. Keep the umbrella handy if you're doing anything outdoors because you'll need it from time to time, but much of the time we'll have to deal with sunshine mixed with some clouds. And then as we go into the second part of the weekend and early next week, that's when we get to see a cool down. It gets a little bit more comfortable, lower humidity levels, about 80 degrees as we go into our Sunday. And I think as we start going into early next week, we're probably only going to be in the 70s for daytime highs, so we got that more refreshing air on the move, but we're going to have to wait a couple of days till we actually see it. And then those overnight lows, next couple of nights still going to be sticky and muggy out there. Temperatures dropping down into the 60s, but eventually we're going to be dropping down into the 50s as we start going into our Sunday night and Monday night. So a little bit of more refreshing air coming into our area.
Certainly will be more comfortable, I guess, to sleep at night.
Oh, yeah.
We're so used to like high 70s at
yeah,
night.
Unless you have the air on, and then you don't notice the difference.
Well, that is true, I guess. But I'm just saying, if you want some fresh air, I guess, in the house.
Open up the windows. It's not like fresh air.
All right, well, I guess you could take it in if you were able to do that at night and take it all in while you can, because I'm sure the heat will just continue to rise. August always gets a little...
And when the kids go back to school, which isn't long from now.
You had to remind them. I saw
just go back to school sales. They've been going on for a couple of weeks already.
I think I saw them like 3 weeks after the kids were out of school.
Yeah. They start early.
They do. They do. Did they start early in New York?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Very early, and when I was in school, I used to not like that at all.
No?
Reminded me of going back to school.
But see, you're almost done. We'll see what... Sounds good. Have a good night, everyone. Stay cool.